My name is Robert. I'm 73 years old.
Most people think I lived a successful life. I did what was expected of me. I just didn't see what it was costing me.
When I look at this photograph now, I don't see a warm childhood memory. I see the beginning of a pattern forming quietly without anyone noticing. I grew up in a house where my father was almost always working. He left early, came home late, and when he was home, he was exhausted. Not because he didn't care, but because providing was the only way he knew how to show love. People respected him for that. And when a child grows up watching respect replace presence, he learns the wrong lesson without realizing it. As I got older, that lesson didn't disappear. It became stronger. I didn't learn how to talk about emotions or uncertainty. I learned how to stay busy and quiet. Silence began to feel like strength. Distance began to feel like discipline. No one warned me that this kind of discipline slowly creates emotional gaps because from the outside, it looks responsible. By my 20s, I felt confident, but not emotionally confident. I was confident that I understood how life worked. Work hard first, delay everything else. I believed postponing joy was patience. I believed sacrifice automatically turned into meaning. That belief felt mature and correct, which is why I never questioned it. Work gave me identity and structure. It gave me something solid to explain to others. When I was tired, it felt justified. When I missed moments, it felt necessary. I wasn't absent. At least that's how I explained it to myself. I was building something important. Time doesn't interrupt you. It doesn't argue with your priorities. It simply keeps moving forward, quietly collecting moments you assume you'll return to later. When my daughter was born, I made a promise to myself. She would never struggle. She would always feel safe. I focused on what I could provide materially, stability and security. I didn't ask what kind of emotional presence she would need. I assumed love would take care of itself. She asked me to play, to sit with her, to listen. I didn't say no. I said later. I believed later was guaranteed. Time never is. Loss doesn't always arrive loudly. Sometimes it arrives as silence, as rooms that feel larger, as moments where no one is waiting anymore. One day she stopped asking, not because she was angry, not because something broke suddenly. She adapted. That's the moment most parents miss, because nothing looks wrong on the surface. As she grew older, our conversations became shorter, more polite, less honest. I told myself this was normal. What I didn't realize was that she was learning to live without me. Time doesn't punish you for the choices you make. It doesn't confront you. It doesn't warn you that something important is slipping away. It simply keeps score, quietly, patiently. While you're focused on what needs to be done next, time is watching what you keep postponing. And the dangerous part is that nothing feels urgent in the moment. Everything feels reasonable. Everything feels explainable. That's how years disappear without resistance. She grew up, she became independent, she built a life that didn't require my constant presence. And part of me felt proud of that, because independence looks like success from the outside. We still talk, we're polite, we care about each other. But there's a difference between being loved and being needed emotionally. I'm no longer the first person she turns to when something matters. And that shift doesn't come with an argument or a clear moment you can point to. It happens quietly, after years of emotional distance that once felt harmless. There is a very specific kind of loneliness that comes from doing everything right according to everyone else's standards. It feels calm, it feels justified, it even feels responsible. There's no chaos in it, no drama, no visible failure, and that's what makes it so convincing. You can live inside that loneliness for years without ever realizing that something essential is missing. People still compliment my life. They tell me I worked hard. They tell me I sacrificed for my family. I nod because it's easier than explaining the truth. I don't tell them that sacrifice doesn't disappear. It transforms. Sometimes it transforms into distance, sometimes into silence, and sometimes into relationships that look healthy on the surface but feel hollow when you sit with them long enough. I didn't lose my daughter in a dramatic way. I didn't lose her all at once. I lost her slowly, over years, through perfectly reasonable decisions, by choosing what made sense over what created connection. That's the hardest kind of loss to explain, because from the outside, nothing ever looks broken. There's no single mistake to point to. Just a long series of small absences that eventually become permanent. Some moments don't feel important while they're happening. They feel ordinary, replaceable. You assume you'll have another chance, another evening, another conversation. Later, those moments become the ones you would give anything to experience one more time. Not because they were extraordinary, but because they were the foundation you didn't realize you were losing.
If you're still young, don't assume you have time. The moments you postpone are the ones that disappear first. Success won't remember who you loved.